This video is sponsored by RoleCosplay. Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out more. Alright, so, introduce yourself, David.
Well, hello world.
Okay, perfect. So, he's gonna be answering you guys' questions from the little community post that I made a while back about the Transformers Rise of Unicron film. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't put every single question here, mostly because a lot of you guys asked the same question. So, yeah, I just picked the best ones that are not gonna melt his brain. Hope you're okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Alright then, I guess we'll just, I'll ask each question one by one, and if you want to add more or whatever,
Sure, yeah.
yeah, just jump in. Alright, so our first question is from Jedi Master Optimus Prime. So my biggest question is the runtime. Is it long? I usually like longer movies, especially when it's a Transformers movie. So are we talking 2 hours and 30 minutes or 3 hours? Or are they going crazy and doing like 5 hours? I wouldn't be opposed to a longer runtime. Also, as this director grew up with the Bay films, I will assume he's a true fan and he's making this movie, but not just that. Is it mostly inspired by G1 or the past movies? Okay, that's like a bunch of questions in a question, but you can tackle that however you like.
Of course, yeah, sure, it's gonna be 5 hours. No. No, it's not gonna be that long. We are probably... what I can say is it'll probably be longer than usual. We're kind of going for... it's difficult to say, but I think
he's thinking that you're gonna go for a Zack Snyder's Justice League and make a 5-hour cut movie.
Sure, the David Handler cut, yes. But no, yeah, it's probably gonna be around... I guess it'll be 3 hours, yeah. And the other ones, what else do we have? The reason I came to be a Transformers fan was because of the Bay films. I grew up with them, and that's what introduced me to Transformers. Well, no, that's actually not fully true. There was a CD I got with a magazine. It was like an anime-style Optimus versus Megatron fight, just a little short episode. I don't remember what that was.
I feel like that would be from Armada, because that was anime style.
I think it was from Armada, yeah.
It's very weird. Like, a lot of people are straight hardcore movie fans, but their first experience with Transformers was either Armada or Energon or something like that. I find that very interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just remember when I saw it back then that all I was thinking is this is so over the top.
Oh, dude, the first time seeing Transformers, I was waiting outside my movie theater. It was a smaller movie theater because I was in a different country, and I could hear the ending of the movie. I was outside the theater just like listening to the noises, and I was like, what the hell's going on in there? I was just like hearing explosions, like just gunshots, and I was wondering what was the movie about.
I never saw the first movie in the cinema. I saw all of them after that. The first one I think I just randomly found on a shelf in a store and picked it up. And then
an instant fan. Everything became history after that.
Mostly. Yeah, it was a perfect moment in time as well. I was like...
Quick comparison. Have you watched Avengers Endgame?
Yeah.
You know the rat that beat Thanos? Well, that was the CD case that caused this movie to happen. Alright. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, next one's from Evo. What makes you want to do this fan film, and do you wish to have a real Bayverse continuity film again? Well, you kind of answered half of it already, but you can answer the second half.
Sure. Do I wish to have a real Bayverse continuity film again? It would be interesting, but they really would need to do a better job.
Honestly, I've been like very straight about this. When people ask me if I want a Bayverse sequel, I always say no. I really don't want one. At best, I'm fine with a comic continuation. Just finish the story in a comic. I'm fine with that. But another Last Night, that's not really what I want.
Yeah, exactly. Not like the Last Night again. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really fully sure. I'd love to have like an end to the Bayverse, but like an official end with full-on production value. But I guess that won't happen.
No, definitely. Well, unless the rumors are true and Rise of the Beast is connected to the Bay universe because time travel and stuff like that, which I hope it's not true. I said I hope that's not true. I think that's a terrible, terrible idea.
Yeah. Like legit the first time I heard it, my first initial reaction was similar. I was like, I hope this isn't true.
Yeah. I mean, we could go in a huge rant as to why it's a bad idea, but I feel like that's a video in itself.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Well, a sequel to The Last Night might be trash. You know what's not trash? This week's sponsor, RoleCosplay. Hey guys, IRL here. Today I won't be using my bee mask because I won't need it anymore. I have ascended beyond the realm of the weebs and have gotten my own cosplay sent to me thanks to the nice folks at RoleCosplay. This one's based off the look from Genshin Impact, a character that kinda does look like my character but not really, but then again I like playing that game and I'm a huge weeb, so we're gonna be trying this on. So I got Squeaky to try on the outfit for me, and as you can see here, it's pretty easy to put together. All of the little accessories fit in nicely, because they come with Velcro, which makes it really easy to attach together to some of the more extravagant parts of the outfit, like the belts, the little tie, even the other belts that wrap around the leg. And the Luke's jacket, which I might add looks stunning. It's all incredibly well detailed with tons of attention put into the smallest designs, such as the vision and other clothes accessories that can be clipped in through various means. All very easy to use, very easy to put on, the only difficult part being my annoying brother who doesn't know how to stand still. And now, I present to you, Squeaker. I may not have the real look in Genshin Impact, but at least I have this outfit. And this is just as good. Right, Squeaker? I gotta admit, this is the first time Squeaker looks good / decent. I might even be a little jealous. Check out RoleCosplays for countless different cosplay outfits, including wigs, accessories, and many others from so many different series. You can even have some orders be custom made for you specifically, or even give one as a gift for your friend who's really into anime, or any other fun and entertainment genre that you can find here. The shop is constantly updating and they're always expanding their arsenal. Here's hoping that we can get some Fire Emblem Three Houses cosplay. I'm hoping for a Lysadia one in particular. Not for me, of course, just for someone else. You can choose to receive items shipped from the US or the UK, so it will arrive faster depending on where you live. RoleCosplays always has some great discounts going on and offer free shipping on certain select items. So make sure to go and check out RoleCosplays and use the link below, along with the promo code FIRE for 12% off your item of choice. And search for the anime costume of your dreams. Each purchase helps the channel, but of course this is completely up to you. Thank you to RoleCosplays for sponsoring this video, and now, let's go back to talking about Rise of Unicron. Alright, next question is by Mel Barnes. He has two questions actually. Is it gonna be about the Decepticon side of things, like Unicron turns some of them into his horsemen? Does it come after The Last Night? And will we have skits, not the Dark of the Moon one, a new one? Okay, this is asking for spoilers. You wanna answer this?
So, yeah, well, regarding the first part, the classic sentence from me is you have to wait and see.
We're gonna have to record you just saying you have to wait and see, and every time we get a question like that, I'm just gonna like you know, like the nut bottom, I'm just gonna like smash my keyboard and that clip's just gonna play.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, regarding skits, yeah, actually no, I can say that, no.
Alright, second part. Is it like a Suicide Squad film with the Wreckers and Unicron's team? Will Dark Energon be involved? Will the Autobots have a large cast of characters? Is it a Slaughterfest? Mainly, is it heartfelt? Also, are the new Decepticons in AoE in the film? Okay, I didn't get the last part, but if you can answer the first part.
Yeah, I mean, so if I'm getting it right, because Suicide Squad is more like the evil guys are the protagonists.
Yeah, I think that's what he's asking.
Yeah, no, it's more. How can I say it? It's not gonna be a Suicide Squad kind of film, but let's just say that there will be there will be a lot involved with Unicron, definitely, but it's more of a classic Transformers story. In that sense.
Well, the movie is called Rise of Unicron, so if Unicron doesn't rise, I'll be very disappointed. I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't worry, he will.
That's like having a movie named Revenge of the Fallen and the Fallen never has its revenge. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
it's true. Yeah, just wanted to say, yeah.
And will
Yeah,
the Autobots have a large cast and will we see Dark Energon? That was his question.
Yeah, I mean, a large cast, I mean, define large, right? But, I mean, we showed quite a few already. As far as I remember, there's like Optimus, Bumblebee, who else do we have? Crosshairs, Hound, the classic cast, and we have, Cliffjumper, we already announced, RC, not RC, Elite 1.
Oh, you're getting your characters wrong.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. I posted the wrong pic in the stream.
You know, Michael Bay had an interview, and he also got his own characters wrong, so...
Well, some similarities there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Let's hope that's the only similarity.
The Autobot cast, I have to say, is probably... I think that the villains, like the are members... I'm trying to make it as spoiler-free as possible, I'm struggling right now. The Autobots will be pinned against the wall quite a bit, so they're not the biggest team.
You mean the Decepticons or the Autobots?
The Autobots are not the Decepticon side, and there's another. I can't say it.
Oh, okay. We'll just leave it at you have to wait and see. Okay, personally, I never liked it when the Autobots started outnumbering the Decepticons. I never liked that. In Age of Extinction and The Last Night, that was my biggest complaint.
Yeah, it's true. Like, once the Dinobots came, it was just over.
I mean, the Dinobots were fun because at least they were a small team. They were a powerhouse team. But in The Last Night, there were more Autobots than Decepticons. Name ones at least.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Next question is by Sour Bratton No Clan. I'm pretty sure I just butchered that. He asked 2 questions. Will Sideswipe and Mirage be there? And also, I also want to learn the year or month it will be released. Will it be on Cybertron or Earth? I think you could answer these ones, maybe?
Yeah, I'm trying to think how much I already answered of those. So let me do the second one, because that's the easier one. So it will be released, we are aiming for quarter 3 of 2023. Yes. Yeah.
So you're getting 2 Transformers movies that year?
Yeah, now yes. And yeah, it will be actually both on Cybertron and Earth.
Yeah, that's good.
So both.
I'm gonna make this into 2 separate uploads. One's gonna be this interview, another one's gonna be my breakdown of the film, like what has been revealed so far. So in case you guys want to see some images, go check out that video immediately there.
Yeah. And the first question, let me say it that way, it's a good question. And who knows?
Is that the answer? Who knows?
That
Oh, perfect. Oh my god. People to this day still ask me if Sideswipe's alive or not, and it's the most overused question I see on my channel.
I mean, I can say what I can say. He's not alive in the main story. I'll just say that right away.
See, guys, please stop asking us. Okay.
So no, that's not happening.
Alright, next question is by Blue Ink 22. Is there any information you can give on Barricade in Rise of Unicron? And also, would you be reusing any of the KSI Decepticons or even concepts?
What can I say about Barricade? Barricade will have a way bigger role than he had in the movies before, definitely. There will be especially one part in the movie that's kind of dedicated to him, and kind of like what we're trying to do with the movie is like have it be like as fulfilling and concluding ending to the Bayverse as it can be, and that's why we try to complete character arcs, and there's one particular part which is focused on him. So yeah, if you're a fan of Barricade, I think you'll appreciate that part a lot.
And that's fantastic. I like Barricade a lot, even though he doesn't do
know.
much.
Spoiler, he will time travel.
What's funny is that because of the Bumblebee movie, technically you get to keep the tradition of Barricade going missing for the next film. and reappearing in the next one.
Especially in the last night, it's just like he's gone.
Yeah, he just dips. And as for the second question, would you be reusing any KSI Decepticons or any of those concepts?
I mean, no KSI Decepticons. I mean, concepts. I'm not fully sure if we used any of those, but I don't think like any that are KSI related. To be honest.
Honestly, I like the KSI, the robot designs, but I don't like how they're just mindless drones.
I thought about this a couple of I don't know, weeks ago when I rewatched some parts from AOE. I mean, I also agree. I like their designs. But I don't know, I can't get behind the transformation bit, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
It looks a bit cheap, I don't know.
It is cheaper.
Yeah.
Alright, next question is by someone who... I have no idea who this guy is. He's named Aleximus Primus. He has a question. He asks, who is this Aleximus Primus guy? He seems like a bad person. I'd like to talk to him. That's all he asked. Any info you can give us on this snake?
Yeah, this is gonna be the biggest reveal out of the whole interview. Aleximus is the guy that keeps the people in the cellar, so that they work for me.
You mean the basement where you keep your underpaid animators working on this movie?
Exactly, that's how it works, yeah. He's the guy with the shotgun, if you know. No. Aleximus is like one of the OG mods in our group, and he's just such a great guy. Also big writer on the script of the movie. Just a great guy, really great guy. And Leximus, if you hear this, you're awesome, man.
Alright, next one is by Saturday Morning Cartoons, very appropriate. Which new Autobots and Decepticons can we expect to see?
Oh my god.
I know, I had such a hard time choosing these questions because most of them are like, you gotta wait and see.
I mean, I can at least reiterate the ones I already announced. I think it was Blunt, which is the two-sided, like the one with the two different eye colors. Who else? There is the one with the two pistols that we announced recently, which doesn't have a name yet. Well, it has, but we haven't announced it. Let me just say there will be quite a few actually. I think you won't expect how many there are. But yeah, there are lots that we haven't announced and kept under wraps intentionally, of course, because we don't want to show you everything. I mean, then what's the point?
Right. Crazy Kid Studio says, what is the biggest challenge of making Rise of Unicron? I think you have a lot to say about this one.
That is a big question. Yeah, I mean, probably the most difficult part is obviously the CGI aspect to it. Especially, I mean, it's already like when you think about the Bay films, the CGI aspect was a big difficult part, and I mean they had millions of dollars, and we have zero. So we just have passion and drive, and it's just the most difficult part is not even the rendering. It's more getting the shot right so that it fits when you edit the model in, if you know what I mean. Like getting all the proportions right so that it doesn't look weird, and then there's the whole deal with getting the lighting right and then it looks real, and yeah, it's there's a lot that goes into that. I think if you ask me what is the most difficult part when filming it, it's definitely all the action scenes where you have to count in the actor running, and then you have to count in the CGI models and everything. There is we are in the process of building up a little mini green screen studio for the purpose of for a few scenes where we just need to have a fully CGI object, or where we want the actor interact with something that isn't there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because we can't flip cars in real life, sadly. I'd love to do it, but I can't.
CGIing, especially with actors, it's hard because I mean I do some very very light 3D work, and yes, I still find it a bit difficult to work with that. Very time consuming too.
Yeah, I mean, it's so much work. Like, if you think about the barricade reveal that we did, right? It's a very short one. It's a few seconds. That little reveal took. How long did it took Jamel to do? Just animate, by the way. We're not talking about making the model or anything. Animating that small bit took him a week just to do that and render that out.
Yeah, it looked like it took a while, but I mean, I thought the trailer, like the little teaser, looked fantastic. If like that's the level of quality we're expecting, honestly, like right off the bat, I'm telling you, like it already exceeds my expectations for this movie. Because at the beginning, I was like, okay, it'll be a fun little thing, you know. I don't know how ambitious they will get, but after seeing some of the stuff you guys are doing, I'm genuinely impressed with like the quality you guys are putting into it.
Yeah, thank you, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm blessed to have so many talented people on there. Like, again, Harlow and everyone that's working on there, especially Harlow, is pushing out models crazy in quality. And yeah, I think, I mean, we're kind of right now working on getting something out for you guys soon again to see, because I know you have been waiting for quite some time, and there has been almost nothing. But yeah. We're working on something, let's just say that.
I have a feeling we'll see a first trailer for Rise of Unicron before we see anything for Rise of the Beast now.
Could be, who knows?
Alright, let's moving on to the next question. M Nicely 80 says, will we be seeing the return of Size Wife?
Well, you'll have to wait and see.
There it is, everyone. Ultimate Udman says, who's your favorite Autobot and who's your favorite Decepticon? He doesn't say if it's from the movies or a series in particular, so I guess just in general.
The funny thing is, like, Autobot is, I mean, it's the most mainstream answer, but it's still my answer.
No, I mean, like, which Autobot is your favorite? Which Decepticon is your favorite?
Yeah, my favorite Autobot is definitely Optimus Prime. But Decepticon is difficult for me, because I have a lot that I like. It's very difficult. It also depends on what we're talking about. If we're talking about the movies, it's probably Starscream.
Really?
Because I like the way he is portrayed. Yeah, I don't like the way I don't like what happens to him.
I never liked the Dorito design. That's just me.
Oh, really? Okay, no, I really like that, actually. No, that's not my problem. I kind of like the way like they always animate him, especially like in the third movie with like the hands and like always scheming. Like I like that.
Well, okay, fine. To their credit, I mean that does fit with Starscream's personality. The design at least does fit, but I still don't like it.
I can understand it, yeah. But yeah, that and probably if we're talking about the badass factor, it's probably in the movies it's Shockwave probably. But again, don't like what happens to him. But yeah. Apart from that, probably I love Megatron and Transformers Prime.
Fadelift 1987 says, my question is, what is the name of the Black Mystery Decepticon? Now, in my community post, I posted a bunch of images you sent me. He's talking about the guy with like the SMGs, like guns, the one that kind of looks like Lockdown. He's talking about what his name is. But you already answered this one. You say you're not revealing that just yet.
At least not yet, yeah. Yeah, sorry about that.
Alright, I'm gonna give my prediction. I think that guy is a Stunticon. I don't know which Stunticon, just a Stunticon. I'm probably wrong, but then again, I was right about many things so far.
Maybe you are, who knows?
Alright. Puppet God PMPG says, how many Autobots and Decepticons we're gonna see? I think you kind of had a similar question earlier.
Yeah, it's difficult because I don't know the exact number right now. Because it always depends. Are we talking all of the minions, or are we talking only characters? Or
yeah, because I mean, technically, you could say Dark of the Moon had the highest amount of characters, but most of them were probably just background characters.
Yeah, or just repurposed CGI movies.
And if we're talking about named characters, then Revenge of the Fallen was probably the movie with the biggest amount of named characters.
Probably, yeah. So yeah, but it's gonna be, if we're comparing it to the movies, it's gonna be the. It sounds weird if you don't know the story, it focuses on less characters, more on like you spend more time with one character than you ever did before, but you still have a bigger cast than ever before. I hope that makes sense in any way.
Well, that was very cryptic. I'm sure people will speculate until the release of the movie. Alright, next question is Transformers Battles. He asks, so is this a reboot or a sequel or both?
Finally, something I can answer. Well, cryptic. It's a sequel. It's the conclusion, so to say, to the Bayverse, the unofficial one.
Yeah. So this is basically Transformers 7, and it's the end.
Yeah.
Well, Transformers 6, technically, yeah.
Or 6, yeah.
Oh, listen, Bumblebee like messed up the numbering so bad, people can't decide if Rise of the Beast is Transformers 7 or Transformers 6.
Yeah. To me, it never was 6. I don't know. Like Bumblebee was never 6, if you know what I mean.
I always thought Bumblebee was more of a side thing, not an official Transformers movie. Because when people say Transformers 7, I think of many characters, not just Bumblebee. So that I always thought of Rise of the Beast as Transformers 6, but I just go with 7 on my videos because I feel like more people go with 7 for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, Kingslayer X17 asks, will the bots be all CGI? How are you paying for all of this?
I mean...
Wait, before you answer this one, I want to say something.
Sure.
Kingslayer, I don't know if you've seen, but that giant robotic monkey in Peru right now that they're using to film, that was amazing. Like, I'm really liking how the Rise of the Beast cast is looking. Remember that time we saw Optimus Prime literally walk through the streets of New York in his full robot glory? That was great.
It's incredible that they're hiding it.
Okay, joking aside, in his defense, in the previous movies there have been actual, prop robots. I think the first movie there was a prop Bumblebee. They were not used that much, and I don't think you'll be using one. I mean, a real Transformer.
I think the first movie even had a prop Megatron, as far as I remember.
Yeah, it did. It did have a prop Megatron.
Yeah, but obviously it's gonna be CGI, of course. Yeah, and how do we pay for this? It's all out of our own pockets, man.
By donating to our Patreon, you can help this movie become a reality.
Ah, no. I'm kind of scared about that because I don't want to have a Hasbro lawyer up on me.
Yeah. Alright.
You know.
Next question is by Yellow Scarf. Why did you choose the characters for the movie? That's actually, I think that's a question you could answer.
Sure. So, why did I choose the characters for the movie?
I mean, Michael Bay chose his characters because he thought they were cool.
Yeah. No, there's more purpose behind that this time. The idea... I can say one thing that works pretty well. Let me just take 2 out as an example. Optimus and Megatron throughout the movies kind of had this very loosely referenced relationship. Like they're always referencing something that has happened before the movies, you know?
Yeah.
Especially last night, it's like we were brothers once, and probably everyone watching is like, what do you mean?
Well, in the first movie, Optimus did call Megatron his brother, but after that, never again, I think.
Yeah. And the idea is that we like have, especially with those two, that we want to explore a lot with their relationship and everything that's happened throughout everything before the movies and throughout the movies, and how that comes to a boiling point. And it's like the characters are chosen in a way that they complement each other, and the idea behind it is that you have a movie that's has the least human characters, but still in a way feels the most human, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean,
in terms of what we will see.
So kind of like the Bumblebee movie in a way, because I mean, I know hardcore Bayverse fans are pretty meh about the Bumblebee movie. I think it's probably one of my favorite Transformers movies, but in that movie, I think they give the most character to Bumblebee that he has had in a long time.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, and that's also why I really like it. Yeah, I also really like the Bumblebee movie, but I think Bayverse fans will still have probably more enjoyment with this, because we're referencing a lot of stuff that's just happened throughout the Bayverse. We're trying to make it seem like this all was like a big Marvel MCU.
This was all part of the plan since the beginning. We knew Quintessa was our main villain, and she was the key to all of this.
Exactly, yeah, even though there was never anything.
I have a question now. Because, I mean,
Yeah,
we're
sure.
about to reach the end of our questions, so I think I'll just throw one in there.
Sure.
I forgot what I was gonna ask.
Perfect.
Okay, we'll just move on to the final question, and then I'll probably throw in some extra questions there. SS Ruiz says, first of all, second, okay, I guess that was his question. Who's the one with the pistols? Who's the one with the red purple eyes? Well, you already answered both of them, really.
Yeah, the one with the pistols, I can't say it, and the other one is blunt, yeah.
Blunt. Yeah, I honestly thought it was Demolisher. It looks so much like War for Savage on Demolisher.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Actually, it's so weird, because I can't think of that guy as anyone but Demolisher.
Yeah, now that you mentioned it, I see what you mean, definitely. I didn't see that before. That's interesting.
Alright, and his final question is, what is the biggest challenge of making Rise of Unicron? And you kind of already answered this one, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I did, yeah, but is there anything else I can say about it being what is difficult?
How about the voice acting? How's that going for you?
Yeah, voice acting, I'm very glad that I have such a good cast and such talented people working on this. I'm very happy with the voices that we have for the movie. I think they'll work awesomely. Like, you have people like Stephen Lawson, you have Les Prime, and all of the Martini and all of the great people that are voicing the characters. The difficult part sometimes with voice acting is, like, I write down a line for the script, and then, like, I give it to the voice actor, and I have a specific, when I write the line, I have a specific way in mind how it should be spoken, and, like, translating that so that the voice actor understands what I mean is sometimes more difficult than it should be. And I remember that, like, this, what line was it? In the teaser trailer, what does Megatron say in the beginning? What could you possibly offer me, right?
Mm-hmm.
That line, I think we recorded it 12 times, because every time I had something to nitpick about it. It was crazy, yeah. Damn. Yeah, the problem is I'm kind of a perfectionist, and that always comes back to haunt me.
Oh, same. So you're not alone here. Yeah. So, speaking of which, I just released a video just now, which was scheduled. I'm like just looking like at my phone right now that I have on the side, and I'm checking like the video, seeing if I did everything right, and I see I made one mistake, and now that's like haunting me at the moment. I'm like, fuck, I can't go back and change it now. It's uploaded.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah,
that's gonna bother me forever.
Especially when, like, I edit something, like a video or something. I always focus on so small things that probably don't matter.
Same. Well, those were all our questions, but I think I'm checking my community tab right now, seeing if people left any more questions. Oh, there are a few more questions here, so hope you don't mind.
Sure,
okay, sure. This one's not really a question, but I think it's interesting to get your thoughts on this. Justin Sambula said that there's another fan film called Transformers Prime Galvatron's Revenge. I was wondering if you knew about that too, because I do know about it, but I haven't covered it yet.
Yeah, I definitely know about that. I think I actually know about it since, I think, 2014, when it was, like, in the early stages.
I haven't been keeping up with it. All I know is that trailer where we see a remix of the opening for Transformers Prime, but with the Combaticons and Galvatron. Mm-hmm. And I thought that looked very good, but I haven't heard anything about the movie since, because I haven't kept up with it.
Yeah, the same. I think I heard about it in 2014, then lost track, and recently, I think some months ago, I checked on it, and I think the problem is that I think they did funding for that movie, and, like, the funding ran out, and now they can only release it scene by scene, and that's why it takes so long.
I heard something that they were lacking on animators, from what I heard. Oh, well, they were, like, teaching them how to animate and stuff, and that's why it was taking so long.
But what I saw looked very good, definitely.
Yeah, they have full-on, like, backgrounds and, like, Autobot bases and, like, vehicle modes, robot modes. It's looking very, very good. It's a shame it's not getting a lot of support, which is making me wanna, make a video talking about it? Because I feel like not a lot of people know about it.
Yeah, it definitely should get more support. I mean, that's a hell of a lot of work to do all of this. Especially if you're doing fully CGI. I mean, that's even more crazy.
Yeah. Next question is by AlexRogs18. He says, will there be a MacGuffin in all the movies, in this movie?
Yeah, there will be, yes.
The old spark, the star harvester, the pillars, the seed, the staff. So I'm guessing in this one we'll just get the key, the lock, something like that.
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say this one thing. Probably my writers will kill me for it, but I'm gonna give you this riddle for you to solve. It's all of those that you mentioned, right? It's all of them, but none of them.
Well, that's not very cryptic. Now I know what it is.
Do you know what it is?
I feel like I know, but I don't want to spoil it just in case.
Yeah, you can tell me afterwards. I'm interested.
Alright then. Let's see. Quickly scrolling through here. Oh, something very funny is that a lot of the comments, those who didn't know how to read at least, thought that I was talking about Rise of the Beast. I somehow got into contact with the director of Rise of the Beast, and he's gonna make this interview. So people were asking me. So people were asking you about Scourge and Nightmare and the Terrorcons and Optimus Primal.
Yeah, I just came back from ramming Scourge through that wall. I loved it.
I think Rise of Unicron was announced before Rise of the Beast, right?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
What a huge coincidence that the next movie just happens to be called Rise of the Beast.
Yeah, I mean, just the coincidence. It's the same. It's like it starts off the same, and then it also releases now in the same year. It's quite funny, yeah.
Well, on the bright side, like, Transformers fans now have a lot to look forward to for 2023.
Definitely, yeah. And I mean, I think if it wouldn't be for that coincidence with the Rise of bit, then we wouldn't have gotten the attention that we also have now.
People misspell Rise of the Beast and sub into Rise of Unicron film instead on YouTube.
Yeah, but probably that's like how most people found it, yeah.
I feel like Rise of Unicron started getting traction as soon as I think Last Van announced it and I covered it. Like during that initial week, it got a lot of attraction, and after that, like with Rise of Unicron, I think there was a second resurgence. I'm not sure. I haven't kept up with it as much.
Yeah, like there was that initial surge when like Laszlo made the video and you covered it. Definitely, that's when like it took off the first time. And the second one was when we released that teaser trailer. I mean, I expected it that people would like the trailer, but I never expected it to like break to 8. I think it's now at 800,000 almost views.
Which trailer was that one?
The teaser trailer.
I still remember first time I saw the teaser trailer, but after that, I haven't been checking. Oh yeah, it is at 753,000 views. You know, I would like to say I was proudly in like the less than 200 views gang when that first came out.
Nice.
No, so it's so weird because
right at the start.
I watched it right at the start and I was like, oh man, this is looking very good. Never checked it again. So it's surprising that after all that time, I'm going back to this trailer and I'm like, holy crap, it has so many views. I never realized that. Even Johnny Flash commented on it, so that's great.
Yeah, it's crazy, yeah. Especially like the crazy bit about it is like, I think in the end of August there was this big surge suddenly for a few days in views. Like I think there was one day where like in 2 days we made 100,000 views just that video. It was crazy.
Yeah, I mean the more people check it, the more people are gonna get hyped over that. And over time, I guess more people are going to start checking it out. Especially once you start getting, you know, trailers and stuff like that. That's going to be great.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that leads me into my next question. So before Rise of Unicron, your fan film was ever, you know, officially announced, I remember that on YouTube, the biggest, like, thing that people were talking about, Transformers 7, making predictions. They will make these fake trailers called Transformers Rise of Unicron. Did you took the title from, you know, that crazy fan theory, fan hype for it, for a movie that never was? Or was it just a coincidence and you had that plan the entire time?
You know what's the funny part about it? The initial idea for the movie happened in 2014, and Van can prove this because he was one of the OGs that was there in 2014 when I had the idea. Like, that's how long that idea has been here. And at that part, I don't know how many videos already were made about that. I think not a lot, probably.
Listen, I'm on YouTube right now. I simply put Transformers Rise of Unicron, and I'm getting all of these like weird fake HD in the title trailers. Yeah. Rise of Unicron 2022 trailer. Transformers Rise of Unicron in 2022 and stuff like that. Like, I'm not sure if you're a Dragon Ball fan, but Dragon Ball has like this unofficial continuation called Dragon Ball AF that is made by the fans, where people will just spread fake rumors on the internet being like, hey guys, new screenshot of new Dragon Ball movie coming someday in the future. It's been 20 years, it hasn't come yet.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's like this fan thing that somehow took life on its own, and I think it's culminating with your movie in a way, because of all the people here who make these trailers, none of them, they're making trailers using, footage from the movies, but I think your project is the only one that's using original footage. They're making their own footage and stuff like that, and you're kind of feeding the people who are starving for the actual Rise of Unicron. So in a way, that's actually helping you, because you're getting all of these hungry people going to the Rise of Unicron official channel and checking all this out and becoming fans and supporting you.
Yeah, absolutely, and that coincidence also helps, of course. Yeah.
When I released the video talking about the summary of everything that we know about Rise of Unicron, I think that's I think I ended like the script. I have the script ready for that. I think I ended it saying that Rise of Unicron is a perfect coincidence, and I think that's what is so successful. Unlike something like Transformers, like Unicron's Revenge, which it's looking very good, it's looking very promising, and it seems to be on the same caliber of your project. I feel like there's not that huge of a demand, at least at the moment, for a Transformers Prime sequel, so that's why the support for it is kind of here and there. But for the movie, Baber sequel, you see Baber's fans just like shouting into Instagram, Twitter, like, Transformers Last Night sequel now! And it's because of that coincidence that Rise of Unicron, I feel like it's doing so well, at least at the moment, in the early stages.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect summary, like the perfect coincidence, perfect summary of how like all of this happened. Because I remember when was it? Early December not last year, in 2020, when was it? No, it wasn't 2020, December 2020. Our team was at 10 people, right? Me, Ben, and a few others. And then just this one video from Ven, and I remember I was at a friend's house and suddenly I messages over messages and got bombarded with like people asking me to join the team. And I never expected this to blow up the way it did. So that in a way it's humbling, but it's also scary.
You got all these expectations now.
Yeah. Because just to say this right off the bat, because I see some comments out there where people say, is it gonna be like the Bayverse movies in terms of quality? No. No, obviously not. But yeah, we're trying our best.
Well, listen, I'll be honest. At least for me, when I first heard of the project, I remember the night I went to Laszlo Ven's newest video and he mentioned the Rise of Unicron fan project. I expected to, at worst, for it to be like the way he does his what if scenarios, like how did Cockman got Nitrosus's body, in which it was kind of slightly animated and we had some text on the screen. I thought it was gonna be just like that, and at best I thought it was gonna be like the PS2 Transformers the game. Probably kind of low. It's gonna have low graphics, but it doesn't matter as long as you have a good story and we see Transformers. So I was genuinely blown away when we saw the character renders, the high quality renders, I might add. Some of the background reveals, like that teaser you gave us with your filming camera. Like all of that. I was genuinely blown away. Like, listen, I don't know how the movie's gonna turn out. If it's gonna be like legitimately good, or like it's gonna be like, oh well, we tried. It was good though. As for me, my expectations have already been blown. So anything you do from here is just like above what I expected.
well, thank you. But yeah, you weren't the only one. I remember when I saw the very first model that was made for our movie, and same, I was also blown away because I never expected it to turn out that good. Yeah, obviously, but yeah, here we are making. Like, in a way, we're kind of madmen for what we're trying to do. Because everyone I'm talking, like, I have a friend that's like an actual director. Like, and he told me that I'm crazy. But even he says when he watches, like, the things that we did already, he sees it's incredible. What we've been doing already. Yeah, so I really hope that we're trying to make it as good as it can be. And yeah, I mean, it's just been a hell of a ride, and I can't wait. On the one hand, it's so much work, but on the other one, it's so much fun.
Okay, something else I wanted to ask is, I'm looking on YouTube right now, and I see all of this little videos saying, I made like 5 new posters for Transformers Rise of Unicron fan film. Or I see like concepts of like the fan film. Are these like official stuff, or are these fan made stuff? Like fans of your fan movie, I guess.
Do you mean like these compilation videos where they show our concepts? Do you mean those?
I'm just asking because there's a lot of like other like smaller videos around here where we see people making concept art for Rise of Unicron fan film and stuff. Like, I wonder if like some of those are official, or if some of these are like just, you know, people making fan, you know, stuff of your fan film.
I mean, I know that there are some videos out there where people like legit do like cast calls, and you can see all of the characters that we've announced so far. I know that those are out there. I've seen them.
I love the people who say you're gonna get Mark Wahlberg in this film again.
Of course, yeah. Yesterday I met with him, great guy, but no, of course not. Yeah, that's like the whole reason. I remember when people asked me why is Max the main character? Well, because I can't get Mark.
I mean, we could get someone that looks like him, but no promises it will be good.
I thought before we try anything like it, let's just not have him in there. Yeah.
I'm thinking well, you already answered all the questions, so I'm just thinking of something else to ask before we end this. At least when it comes to the movie and like how you feel about all of this, you kind of already answered everything. Actually, yeah, I got another question. Why not? Any Transformers YouTubers you watch, like the Raging Nation or like Common Cam or any of those people? Out of curiosity, just saying.
Probably the one I watched the most, or the OG one that I watched when I was a child, back when Dark of the Moon was out, was the Raging Nation. That's probably the one that I watched for the longest. I remember indulging in all of his like. I think the first when I really started to watch him was his reaction to the Age of Extinction Super Bowl teaser.
Oh, really?
I remember that when he like freaked out when like Optimus blew through that gate with Grimlock.
I think he literally put bad words on the title because he was so shocked.
Yeah, I remember I had like all of his toy hunts and yeah.
Yeah, same. Raging Nation was probably the only Transformers YouTuber I watched for the longest time. Well, him and I think Laszlo. I could be mistaking him with someone else. I'm not sure if he was active doing Age of Extinction, but I did watch his stuff, and I think Marlin fan, but I'm not sure if he's still around or he's still making videos. Not sure if anyone remembers him.
One of the YouTubers I also watched already back then was when I got more into like collecting the toys. I started to watch videos from Optibotimus.
Oh, same.
Like his reviews. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, oh no, yeah, I do watch him.
Yeah, exactly. So that. Well, nowadays, the people I watch nowadays more, I watch Alfonso. I really like the guy. He seems like a very nice and kind guy.
Yeah.
Well, I watch you, obviously.
Yay! Watch my newest video after this.
Well,
Link in the description for you guys watching too.
And Transferis, yes, also watch him. TFI Creations,
Oh,
of
same.
course, love his videos and films. Like especially, how is it? Yeah, Transformers Interstellar. That's his name. The name, yeah.
I don't
Love
watch much of TFI creation stuff, but I mean, I want to, but like, I just haven't had the time to catch on his like whole like series that he has going on. But I was very impressed when I saw the Mexico City Transformers little video he did.
That was very good. Yeah, true,
It was.
I mean, if I have to give you a tip, if you want to catch up, like Interstellar is really good. Like story-wise, is really good.
All right, I'll start there then.
Yeah, but those are probably the main ones that I watch right now. Yeah. And obviously the official Transformers channel for any updates whenever they come.
Okay, so final question just to end all of this.
Yes.
What's your favorite Transformers movie and what's your least favorite? I feel like the least favorite's pretty obvious, but your favorite might be a bit more debatable.
It's funny because my favorite for the longest time was the first movie. And when I did that crazy Bayverse marathon, where I watched.
Oh wait, you did that already?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it. Oh no.
We did that in February actually.
Oh, okay. I was very, very busy on February. I was barely keeping tabs on YouTube, so that explains it.
Yeah, I did that with Daniel together. That was crazy, like watching all of them in one go.
I'm not sure I could handle that much Bayhem in like such short amount of time. Even I have my limits.
I mean, the thing is, I didn't remember a lot from the fifth one because I think I fell asleep quite a bit then already. But yeah, but when I did that marathon, I came to appreciate the third movie so much more. Like the funny thing with the third movie is nowadays it's my favorite out of the whole Bayverse movies. But back when I watched it in the cinema, I was really disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
I think
walked out of the movie.
a lot of people were disappointed with Ironhide dying and a bunch of Decepticons dying in not some good ways. Like, I'm fine with the Shockwave death just because. Oh yeah, okay. Now I remember my question.
Here we go.
Okay, so I feel like this is gonna be shut down immediately. But is this movie in any way gonna have connections to the Transformers movie comics, the tie-in movie comics? Because honestly, this is just me. I think the movie comics enhance the movies in so many ways. Like especially the Reign of Starscream, where we see RC, Cliffjumper, and a bunch of Autobots just infiltrate Starscream's base on Mars after the first movie. Like there's like so many cool connections, but then again, they don't connect to the movies perfectly, and that especially after Age of Extinction and The Last Night.
So will it have any connections?
Yeah, like. Could it be like, oh yeah, those events are canon to our movie, or will it be something like, yeah, I mean, maybe we'll throw a nod here and there, or nah, they're not connected, just to make things simpler on us.
It's kind of in a way, yes, but not everything, of course. But like it's in between connected and not, if you wanna.
Oh, that's pretty fair. I mean, the movies did the same. I mean, that was the movie logic too.
There are parts that are from the comics, definitely, that are inspired by what happens there. But yeah, it's kind of all in this effort to make it seem like a bigger universe. Yeah.
I see. Oh yeah, I interrupted you. I'm sorry. You were answering the previous question.
So that was with the favorite movie, right?
Yeah.
I think the problem with the third movie, why I was disappointed when I watched it in the cinema as a child teenager, was that, like, I remember when, like, the first official trailer for Dark of the Moon came out. I was at the perfect age. How old was I? I was 14. And I was at the height of my Transformers fandom at that time. And then the trailer came out and I was hyped to the moon. No pun intended. I came in with like these mega high expectations. Like this is gonna be the best movie ever made. And probably that's why I got disappointed. But yeah. But the funny thing is, the more I rewatched it, the more I liked it. That's the funny thing about it. So now I really like it. So it's funny.
Well, for me, Dark of the Moon was always my favorite movie, with Age of Extinction being a close second, just because I thought the Dinobots were cool. But after rewatching Age of Extinction so many times, I have to say I enjoy the first and Revenge of the Fallen more than Age of Extinction. So for me, my ranking will be Dark of the Moon, then 2007, then Revenge of the Fallen, then Age of Extinction, and then The Last Night. But lately I come to appreciate Age of Extinction a bit more, even though I hate the robot designs. So Revenge of the Fallen and Revenge of the Fallen and Age of Extinction are interchangeable for me.
That is interesting. Like, what about the designs? Like, don't you like Galvatron, or what part do you not like?
I don't like how humanoid the characters are. Like, they don't look like Transformers. They look more like robots, and I think that's my biggest problem with them. I think the only one I can tolerate would probably be Optimus, just because I've grown so accustomed to it, and I think that's the only reason. Lockdown, because I mean, Lockdown's a character that hasn't had that many appearances, so we don't have that much to compare to, but I always thought he looked cool.
Yeah.
And I would also Stinger. I like Stinger. I like the design on Stinger because Stinger's a new character. I think it works for him. But for Bumblebee, it doesn't. It's a horrible look for Bumblebee.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like Bumblebee's look in Age of Extinction yet.
And besides that, the Dinobots look cool, but I kind of wish they were more colorful.
I also agree with that, yeah. I mean, I think Grimlock looks really badass in the movie.
Yeah.
And I love the Dinobot charge scene. Like, the score is perfect, and like the whole scene, I really like that part.
I think that's one of the reasons why I'm debating so much between Age of Extinction and Revenge of the Fallen. Because Age of Extinction has some really cool scenes and really cool moments, but I feel like Revenge of the Fallen has the better looking cast and has the better looking fight scene. Because I think the forest fight scene versus Lockdown versus Optimus Prime in China is a much better fight than Age of Extinction.
Yeah, definitely. The forest battle is still one of my favorite battles in the whole Bayverse, like action scenes. Just such a nice, the set piece and everything, the score and everything that happens is awesome. I can't even count how many times I replayed it with the toys as a child.
Oh, I didn't even have the toys. I just had Leader Megatron, and I always would beg my dad to get me Starscream and Blackout so I could dismantle them.
I remember, did you also have the original TF2 Leader Megatron?
You mean the one that says "I am Megatron"? Yeah, I had that one. Yeah. That's the one I had.
It's so funny. Like, the Leader ones were back then so chunky and big.
Yeah, it's weird how the engineering has changed over time.
Nowadays they're more detailed, but kind of like at, I guess, Voyager size. But yeah, definitely. I mean, I agree. Like my only problem with Revenge of the Fallen is probably the first bit. The first part with the parents, I really hate it. I hate everything about it. I don't like the humor. I don't know, it just doesn't work for me.
The Bay humor. It's called the Bay humor for a reason.
Yeah. I don't. I normally, like, I think in Dark of the Moon, like, his humor works perfectly, but like the part in the university, it gives me the cringe sometimes.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to agree. Like, looking back to Dark of the Moon, like, I still don't like most of the humor, and I feel like some scenes could have been changed, but strangely enough, the humor works pretty well for that movie, looking back on it.
Yeah, definitely. Like, the whole Deep Wang stuff is really funny.
The whole bathroom scene with Sand, that's one of the few scenes that I will say, yes, that's really funny.
That is really, I mean, it's also because it's just a great actor that's playing him, right? But Yeah.
And then Deep Wang became a meme, and I never stopped hearing
Yes.
about it.
I mean, Deep Wang and Red Milk is a full part of our fandom already, so
Yeah.
I still don't know what is up with Red Milk, but I guess I'll never know.
I think that's just all about the questions I had to ask. I'm sure more people will ask more questions in the comments down below once I publish this.
Perfect. Yeah, sure.
So,
Yeah,
you
it
know,
was awesome.
so when I upload this, if you want to just swoop into the comments and just spam people with, you have to wait and see, you're more than welcome to do so.
I'll do that, definitely.
Well, alright. Any final thoughts you want to say before I end the recording?
Any final thoughts? I mean, this, like, during this movie is a dream come true, and everything that has happened through it is still feels like a bit like a dream, like getting to know all these great people. I mean, like, you have to think about it. Without this movie, I wouldn't have got to know you and everyone else, and also talk with you. Like, there's also like a thing. I always watched you, and now talking to you, something that probably wouldn't have happened otherwise. And also, I mean, one of the biggest things, like, I remember on my birthday. I don't know if you know this, but I was surprised by my cast with a little. They organized Rage Nation, so Alex, to do a little video clip of wishing me a happy birthday. And that, as a big Rage Nation fan, kind of blew my mind.
I know, I was there. I saw it.
Okay, you were there. Okay.
No, actually, I think they contacted me and they told me, hey, you want to make this, don't tell David anything. And they wanted me to, like, wish you happy birthday to it in the video. Yeah, from what I remember.
Yes, you were in the video, true. Yeah, that video, that was probably one of the best surprises I ever got for birthday. Yeah.
I was at the live stream. I remember your reaction to it when they said, hey, actually, we got one more surprise for you. You were, like, so confused. Like, what's going on? That was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a pain.
Really,
it's gonna be a pain looking through all your live streams for the footage I want, but I mean, it's gonna be fun going back to memory lane.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there have been quite some, you have some hours to watch through, yeah?
Yeah, that's why this is taking so long.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
Well, alright. Well, thank you, David, for having this little interview with me. It's been fun talking about Transformers and Rise of Unicron. I'm sure everyone wishes you and your team the best of luck. Hopefully we can get the movie by 2023, but if you don't, I mean, I'm totally fine with this movie taking as long as it needs to, you know, as long as it means we get something good at the end.
Yeah, I hope.
But that's no excuse for Paramount and Rise of the Beast. Just for you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I hope we won't pull a Paramount there.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you. It's been very nice to talk to you and have this little interview, yeah?
Yeah. And if you guys want more Rise of Unicron content, I'll be covering the movie from time to time. Don't expect an update every single week. But you guys have to prove to me that you guys really want to see it. So, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Alright, that's perfect. Anyways,
Perfect.
take care, guys.